Hello and welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. On this episode of 10 Things, we welcome Cindy Ota, a trainer in Japan. Welcome to the podcast, Cindy.
Thank you so much for having me, Adam.
Let's get right into it. Number one here, what is your favorite component and why?
All right. For me, it's more about the art than components. The artist, I feel horrible not knowing who the artist is, but who did the artwork for the big books and everything green, too much pink. I just love them all. I think my favorite in terms of his or her art is, I think, Unit 15, Broccoli.
Okay.
I love how the mom's hair, the dad's mustache, the boy's hat, even the poodle, the dog, they all look like broccoli. And even I also love teasing kids that do not like broccolis using that component. And I think that's also one of the many things that make GrapeSEED so unique and fun. It's the art, right? It inspires, it broadens your imagination. The abstract art is fascinating. It makes me wonder and talk about with the students, what would we do? How would we feel if everything was pink or green? And it's just so much fun. Okay, but I also like Rude Rude Kitty. And for that song too, I love the art. I love the cool look on the cat's face while the girl is just going nuts. And unfortunately, since this song is relatively new, I never got a chance to actually teach it, but I bet it will be a lot of fun to talk with, especially your well-mannered student or class, how much you think the cat is cool and how much you love what she does to annoy her master. So the lady complains about how her splendid, lovely mansion is torn into pieces. But as far as the cat is concerned, it is a cat that is in jail because she got, brought over from the city. So, yeah, there you go.
There you go. The other perspective, the other side of the story. We need another song.
Yeah, the true side of the true side of the Rude Rude Kitty.
Let's go on to favorite unit here.
This sort of changes. It used to be Unit 6, but now I think I like Unit 11.
Okay.
I love the art, and yes, she does. And also, because I love the ocean, all the components made around the ocean and the beach are a lot of fun. And obviously, we have Troy and Lola Joy, everyone's favorite. That's a lovely song. And also, there's a song, There's a Hole. Mm-hmm. That's always got to be fun to teach and sing.
Excellent. Number 3, what is a cool thing you've seen in the classroom recently?
Okay, the one thing that stood out to me recently was when the teacher went from simply teaching to having fun with teaching because she learned how to use positive reinforcement. So I had an opportunity to observe this teacher's lesson. She was trying very hard, focusing on the lesson plans, writing down the questions, trying very hard to use her components the correct way. But something was missing. I heard the students say multiple times during the lesson, like, this class is boring, or I want to go home and it's no fun. And it was bad. And it felt very alarming. The teacher was feeling frustrated as well. The situation had been going on for some time, I guess. And that's when the manager reached out to us for help. The teacher was working hard. She was doing what she was told to do, but the school was getting some complaints from the parents saying their child is not enjoying English or having fun. So after the lesson, we sat down and we talked about how to work on these issues. And we talked about how GrapeSEED lessons are supposed to bring joy, right? The joy of learning to our students and also to the teachers who teach GrapeSEED, and how we could get from where we are now to there. And I can't go through all the, back and forth we had then, but in a nutshell, she realized that she was focusing too much on teaching correct English, but forgot about having fun. So she decided that she could help herself have fun by celebrating student success with the entire class, using genuine praise, positive reinforcement, just high five, pat on the head, stuff like that. And a couple of weeks later, I joined her lesson again, and she was doing much, much better. I noticed her spending time patting her students on the head or just giving him a thumbs up, clapping for the student. And I found that in her case, that naturally brought more smiles to her face. When I asked the teacher if she noticed that no one commented during the lesson about going home or class being boring, she had not even noticed. And she was like, oh, I forget when that stopped. And it was such a rewarding moment, both for her and for me. So that was something that really stood out to me, that incident.
Yeah, I've seen some classes like that too, where it's almost like the teacher is giving a stage performance, like a musical, and the students are just the audience sitting there watching like this teacher performance of what the class is supposed to be. But there's no interaction between teacher and student like you're talking about there. So once you actually bridge that gap and you're actually involving the students and really interacting with them during the lesson, then it all comes together.
Yeah. And I think also, she was kind of new and she's just taken up with, because GrapeSEED, we do have a lot of cards and, how-tos. And so I think she was all taken up with just, that. But once she was able to relax and breathe and just enjoy the moment, it became much better. So yeah, good for her.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.